Hi, this is Joe Jurek. In this video I'm going to talk about short sales. Hi everybody, this is Joe Jurek. Today I'm going to talk about short sales and looking for deals in your neighborhood by driving around. I was out looking at a house down the street, and when I turned the corner I noticed this particular house here. You may not be able to see the whole house behind me, but it does have a blue tarp on the roof, and the roof's just peeling and crumbling right off. The roof is real nasty, so I'd anticipate water damage inside the home. The other thing I noticed, right in the front picture window, they actually have a couple of sheets in there, and I read the sheets, and the home is basically in the process of starting to be foreclosed on. The house is vacant. There's no drapes or curtains or blinds or anything up in the windows, so I know this type of property is a distressed property, and that's exactly what you're looking for as you drive your neighborhood. Distressed properties are those properties that could be short sales or foreclosures. Now, what is the difference between a short sale and a foreclosure? A short sale or a pre-foreclosure is different than a foreclosed property or a bank-owned or an REO home. What a pre-foreclosure is, or short sale would be, the people fall behind on their payments to the bank, and then they will go to the bank and ask them if they can sell the property for short of what they would owe. So when somebody starts in pre-foreclosure, the bank is taking action to foreclose against them, and at times, sometimes they can go to the bank and negotiate. This would be an example. For this particular house, say they bought it when the real estate market was just booming and terrific, and they paid $200,000 for the house. But as the economy changed and the real estate market shifted and houses became plentiful, there were a lot of distressed properties. Maybe today the house is only worth $125,000, but they still owe $180,000, $190,000 on the home. So they would go to the bank and ask the bank if they can do a short sale by listing the house and selling it short of what would be owed to the bank. So maybe they would list the house at $125,000, hoping to get $125,000. They still owe the bank $180,000, and the bank would allow them to sell the house short of the total amount of the mortgage owed. That's what a short sale is. The only bad thing about a short sale is they're usually anything but short. Sometimes if there are two banks involved, it's hard to get both banks to agree on a short sale, because usually the second bank will get the short end of the stick and usually not get paid. So if there's two banks involved, it's usually harder to get a short sale approved by both banks. It's usually easier if it's one bank, and it's usually easier if it's a local community bank or a credit union. If it happens to be a big bank like Wells Fargo, Chase, B of A, they take longer. Now, the other thing to caution you about, some properties such as Bank of America, BOA, Countrywide, they're putting deed restrictions in the properties that's if they buy them during a short sale, you may not be able to buy, fix, and flip it for a certain period of time. Sometimes it could be a 90-day deed restriction, sometimes it could be a 120-day deed restriction. It just depends on the bank and what type of restriction they put on it. So some of you may feel you'd love to do a double close because it's a bank-owned property, and if you get it the right price, maybe you can. The only thing I would caution you of is always check with the realtor to see if there's any deed restrictions at all, if it's a pre-foreclosure or foreclosed property or a Bank of America, Countrywide, that sort of thing. Because you don't want your exit strategy to be ruined if you think you're going to do a double close or a quick buy, fix, and flip, and then you find out you got to hold a property for 3, 4, or 5 months. Usually these strategies can work better for a buy, fix, and flip, because sometimes when you buy the property, fix the property, list the property, you usually can't get an accepted contract on it until after that period. So know your exit strategy before you purchase or put an offering on the property, because even if you get it at the price you want to get it for, what are you going to do with the property if you get it at that price? But I would encourage all of you to drive your local target market areas, look for properties that are distressed, overgrown grass, in the wintertime, snow unshoveled, maybe mail coming out of the mailbox, a phone book stacked up on the front porch. You can see through the house, no curtains, drapes, or blinds. You see a posting up into the window or the door. Just by driving neighborhoods, you can find tons of distressed properties. And if you don't have the time to find these distressed properties, get some bird dogs out there and have them drive for dollars for you and find these types of properties. Then all you have to do is go to your local tax collector or assessor's office, see where the tax bill is going to, and send your letter out to those individuals to inquire if they would consider selling the property, and if so, what price. Remember, you're there to help. You may be the letter they're waiting for, the person they're waiting for to help them out of the situation. And if you find a property that works for you and the deal works for them, you might be that much closer to your next deal. So never be afraid to take action, drive the area, find the properties, just send a letter out to the people inquiring if their property's for sale, include a business card. Remember, the worst they could say is no, but what if they say yes? You might have helped somebody and got a deal done too. So good luck, congratulations, and until next time, believe and achieve. Take care. Bye-bye.